Okay, we are moving on to WrestleMania 42, Night 2. My predictions and who I want to win. I normally was going to have Guaranteed featured on this, but as y'all can see, he has not yet arrived, and it's like an hour till go time, so I'm going to go ahead and just get this going. Starting off with Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. I do think this has been one of the best matches as far as build goes, so this is the match I'm most excited for out of the entire WrestleMania event. Now, how do I think this match is going to go? My prediction, I'm going to trust WWE to not screw this one up. My prediction is that Obafemi is going to come out on top of this one. Who do I want to win this match? Obviously, Obafemi. Obafemi is one of my current favorite WWE superstars, if not my personal favorite. However, this is how I feel it needs to go. I feel like it's probably going to be a competitive match. I don't see Brock Lesnar doing a squash, but I think night one needs to open with an absolute shocker, and Oba just needs to straight up squash Brock. I'm talking maybe even less than a minute. Make a statement with this one. Let everybody know that night two is just going to be off to a banging start. And you do this by having Oba just straight up squash Brock Lesnar. So, yes, my prediction is Obafemi picks up the win, but I do think it's going to be a back and forth match. Now, I don't know if these matches are in the correct order, but my next match, I'm going to go with, let's go with Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. I'm going to keep this one simple. I guess the build's been pretty good with the Intercontinental title coming off Dominic and all that. The build's been, it's been pretty good. This thing's been going for quite a long time. And I think the only thing to do here with Finn coming out as the Demon would be for Finn Balor to go over in this match. It's going to make absolutely no sense for Dominic to beat the Demon. So my prediction is Finn Balor walks away with the win in this one. And I also think this match, I don't know if it needs to be a squash, but this one probably shouldn't go very long either. But see, the thing with like squash matches for night two is night one should have had like more time in most of the matches. When I went back and watched it again, I realized that a lot of the matches in night one were actually too short, and like most of the show was like ads and like segments. To be honest with y'all, that's where most of night one's time came from. So my prediction with this one is that Finn Balor is gonna come away with the win. And who do I want to win? Finn Balor. So let's move on to the third match. We're gonna go with Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship. Now, my prediction for this one, just because I know how Triple H has his head up Rhea Ripley's ass and all that, I'm going to say they're probably going to put the championship on Rhea Ripley, but what's that going to do if she goes over to SmackDown and has a championship there? It ain't going to do a whole lot. Unless it's just to kind of shake up what Rhea Ripley's doing, which I can see them doing. I think Rhea Ripley's going to come away with the win. Who do I want to win? I want Jade Cargill to win. I'm sick of all the Jade Cargill hate. Talking about she's not a good champ, she's not this, she's not that. You know what? It's not Jade Cargill's fault she's not getting booked strong. But that woman looks like she looks like $1 million. She has the look to be a champion. They keep saying her ring work is this, ring work is that. It is what you make of it. It's who you work with and stuff like that. Everybody works different. I'm a fan of Jade Cargill. I don't care about all the hate she gets. I'm glad she's the champion. And, here's the thing, too. If Jade Cargill wins, she's still undefeated at WrestleMania. Y'all can start something with that. I mean, I know with like Undertaker and all that streak ended, but you know what? Let's start something here with the women, And Jade Cargill doesn't necessarily need to win this match clean either. I want Jade Cargill to win, but I unfortunately think they're going to put this championship on Rhea Ripley. Hopefully I'm wrong. Next match, Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the United States Championship. Now, this right here is not really a spoiler or nothing, but I feel like Trick Williams that's assuming the Vegas crowd is going to be strong for this night. His pop is going to be insane when he comes out. As far as this match itself, I'm not that excited for it. I really wanted Carmelo Hayes to be in this match too. I wanted Carmelo Hayes to go in with the United States Championship. I wanted to see Carmelo Hayes versus Trick on the biggest stage of them all, honestly. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a big fan of Carmelo Hayes. You know, I'm a Carmelo Hayes cosplayer, but I feel like it would have made more story sense. The Sami Zayn thing just kind of was thrown in there. You know, and Carmelo Hayes was still doing a strong showing with the open challenge and all that. So I'm going to say this here is just to get the championship on Trick Williams and to have Carmelo and Trick feud. So I think Trick Williams is going to come away with the win in this one. And as far as who I want to win, obviously Trick Williams, because I do want the Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes feud. I just think it would have been smarter to have Carmelo Hayes go into the feud with the championship and maybe have Trick take it off him, or just have Carmelo Hayes come on top of the entire feud. You know, they go way back to NXT. Y'all can do the barbershop segments, all that. This would have been fun on the biggest stage of them all, but WWE dropped the ball. And I know they're saying maybe it's because Carmelo Hayes is engaged. He was planning to get married. I don't know what the deal is, but I wanted to see Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams, not Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. But I do think Trick Williams is going to come away with the win in this one and become your new United States champion. See, I believe I only got maybe 2 matches left. I think our next match is the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. I think we got Dragon Lee, Rusev, JD McDonough, Champion Penta, Javon Evans, and Rey Mysterio. Now, all I really got to say about this match is a ladder match. It's going to be an insane spot fest. I do think Javon Evans is probably going to take the worst bump. Maybe even JD McDonough. I don't know. I think we might see a Penta drive or the Mexican Canadian Destroyer move. We're going to see that on a ladder. Maybe a Penta driver on a ladder. Maybe see Penta do the strut across a ladder. This is going to be a spot fest. Who do I want to win this match? I want Javon Evans to win this match because if you guys haven't noticed, I think this needs to be the year like WrestleMania is about the NXT stars that got called up making a statement. So I want to see Javon Evans come away with the Intercontinental Championship. And if he does, it's not like it's going to hurt Penta. It's a ladder match. You know, Penta's not taking the pin here. But I think as far as who's going to win this match, I think they're going to keep the championship belt on Penta here. It's just probably not time to take it off of him yet. So I think Penta's going to come away with the win, but I want Javon Evans to pick the win up. I believe this takes us to our main event. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. This build was just okay to me. You know, the pipe bomb was great. Some of Roman stuff was okay. I didn't really care about Usos getting involved, all this, all that. Now, a lot of people are thinking maybe CM Punk's going to turn heel here. Maybe Roman's going to do some cheating here. I don't know. I like that I can't really call how this match is going to go. But in my opinion, the build has just been okay. I think we're going to see a lot of kickouts of finishers here. You know, maybe a ref bump, something. You'll get some shenanigans. But I don't know that we're going to see stuff like what we saw in the Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes match yesterday. I don't think we're going to see stuff like that again. I hope not. They don't need to do that twice in a row. Do I think this is going to be a clean finish? I don't know. But as far as who do I think is going to win this match, I think CM Punk needs the win here. I'm going to say CM Punk wins this one, and also I want to see CM Punk win this one. I like Roman Reigns, but I really want CM Punk to come away with the win in this one. So these are my predictions for WrestleMania 42, Night 2. We'll see how good I do. I did pretty well last night with my predictions. So we'll see how Night 2 goes.